Today we are returning to the stories about Whistle. There were many videos on YouTube, and today I found a very interesting channel that is being haunted by Whistle, and he has been haunting him since 2009. Yes, since the creation of Roblox, Whistle has been haunting the hero of this video, so it is definitely worth studying his channel. And you should subscribe to my channel, please do so, and also do not forget to put your like. All this greatly motivates me to make even more interesting videos, so subscribe and put likes. In the comments, you can write your theories and opinions about the events that we will study today, and we can move on to the first video when Whistle appeared. The first video is called Whistle. Yes, a common name for such horrors. The main character just runs around the map, shoots at other players, and enjoys his life. In general, the most ordinary day in Roblox. But what I noticed is interesting. The first is that all the players with whom the main character plays gradually begin to disappear. Yes, it is difficult to notice, but if you look closely, many of them just disappear and that's it. We do not meet them further. And of course, the second is the appearance of the sky, which is inherent in the whistle itself. Yes, a reddish sky if it turns even redder than it appears. It seems that the main character notices that something is wrong here, and many players with whom he was shooting just disappear, and then the screen goes dark. And when it appears next time, we understand that the whistle is somewhere nearby. Yes, the video ends here, although we see some interference at the end. The whistle destroyed this player, but what's more interesting is that it destroyed everyone who played this mode. I think so because the players began to gradually disappear, and then at the end they disappeared completely. It turns out to be a mass destruction of players. Let's move on to the next video. It's called Whistle 2009. Yes, the author indicates that this video was filmed in 2009. Roblox itself appeared in 2006. Yes, according to the plot of this video, Whistle himself first appeared in this game in 2009. Personally, I don't remember any moments when Whistle appeared before. Therefore, let's assume that this is his first appearance. Here, the main character simply runs around the territory, plays, uses different tools to amuse himself, and also finds a friend with whom he plays together. Well, of course, if there is a whistle in the title, then these stories cannot end well. So let's move on to the end of this episode and find out what happens there. Yes, it looks like the main character was teleported to some space right into the whistle's lair. First it formed and appeared, and then it disappeared, and we just started watching the regular sky, the blue sky. Whistle even asks us a question. Nice view, right? And then it appears. Then it starts transforming into a more terrifying creature. Its body twists and writhes. Then the screen goes dark and an inscription appears. You hear a whistle. It looks like the main character is feeling very bad at the moment, and we see his face twisting in different directions and it is deformed. At the end, an inscription appears that his account was deleted and he can no longer create accounts. The moderator's note says, "I would like to say what, but it is impossible to make out what is written there. These are incomprehensible symbols." It looks like Whistle himself banned the main character. I wonder if after he was deleted in 2009 he can now register accounts or is still blocked. It is unknown. Although it is known that the author had more videos, which means he did manage to play Roblox. The next video is very strange. He plays towers and fights with other players. This is already 2024, otherwise he indicates in his subtitles. The story here is similar. He just plays, runs in different directions, has fun, and nothing unusual happens. But somewhere in the middle of the video, anomalies begin to occur. The round ends and everyone is waiting for a new match to start, but at some point the main character is teleported somewhere in the wrong place, as if he got to another server and everything is the same here, but there is not a single player. There are no people with whom he played. Perhaps they were his friends and they just up and disappeared. He runs from side to side, not understanding what is happening at all and why he appeared alone and his friends are not there. He decides to reappear, jumps down and appears from above, but then realizes that this has not changed anything. His lonely adventures continue, he runs from side to side, and then the screen starts to glitch. He appears in another place where everything looks like absolute hell, and he is very scared. He starts looking around and does not understand anything. He does not know how to get out of here. A minute ago he was playing with his friends, and now he is here. Yes, it's a bit unexpected, but this time the main character didn't disappear. He came back and started playing with his friends. So far, the story has ended well for this character and nothing bad has happened. He just saw this monster and went back. Maybe his time hasn't come yet. Let's move on to the next videos. In this video, a whistle just appears. The video lasts 12 seconds and there's nothing interesting in it. We just see this creature. The next video is called Whistle 2025. It looks like the main character has been updated a bit, his skin has changed, and this is another meeting of his. He plays the same way with his friends, runs from side to side, and has fun. Nothing bad happens at the beginning, as always. Well, as in the previous video, before the start of a new round, at the moment of waiting, he is teleported to an unknown space, where he meets Whistle. The whistle appears and then disappears. It's very strange. But then it appears again and does it in the sky. Eventually, the player is kicked out of this server. Most likely, he was lucky and lucky for the second time. The last video is called Mark, the appearance of the whistle. It is not clear who Mark is. Perhaps it is the main character himself and that is his name. Or this is a video from his friend. Which do I trust more? Here Mark runs with other players, fights with them, goes through parkours, but then among the players when he starts fighting with them, this creature appears right in the crowd. It takes Mark. And the ending here is not very good because in the end we see how this creature teleports Mark to an unknown space. And there it appears again, and this was the last time when Mark saw something because this creature appeared and immediately began to transform, and apparently it ate the main character of this video. Yes, too much whistling began to appear, and there are also many horrors associated with it. This is one of the new and quite interesting. What is more interesting is that he showed a story from the past years when Roblox was not so popular. This is 2009 and Whistle also appeared there. It was on this day that he blocked the main character's account. He did not just ban it, he deleted it, and also forbade the creation of a new one. Well, this is literally a permanent block. He managed to get out of such a block. He continued to play and continued to meet Whistle, which was pursuing him. But I still think that everything is fine with the main character, but what can't be said about his friend, with whom they may have been communicating for a very long time. Whistle was studied and Mark was constantly recording the screen as the main character. In the end, Whistle appeared and took Mark. And the main character decided to share this video. This is the vision of the plot in my head. Write your theories and opinions in the comments. Don't forget to put your like, subscribe to my channel, and don't miss new videos. There will be a lot of interesting things soon, so subscribe. Bye-bye and good luck.